Gay Padilla alongside Jose Vialpando. We're coming back for some more, man. We're in another fight camp. Just how have you been since the last? It was the Via Hispana Center. It was last summer. So how's everything been, and how's this camp?
Been good. I just kind of started it, so I never really stopped training. I kind of been staying in shape a little bit. I wouldn't say I kept training, but I kind of just stayed in shape, moving around and everything. And yeah, it's been a while, so it's about time that we get back in there.
How does this matchup come about? How did you hear about this call? What were you doing when you got the call? And how do you feel about the matchup in Mr. Austin Lewis? 0-1 as a professional boxer, but he does have some MMA experience, and he also has some BKFC experience as well.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting matchup. We were actually about to match up last year around this time, I believe, and for some reason it didn't happen. He probably was getting the bare knuckle fights then, probably. But yeah, it's very interesting for me. He's a good fighter. I have a lot of respect. I would like to see what happens. I know the boxing ring's a whole lot different than the bare knuckle ring and the MMA, so it should make a very interesting fight. He has no wins. I have no wins, so we're both going to be going in there hungry.
Um, just to kind of backtrack a little bit, can you just explain to us and kind of give us a little insight on your background and how you got started in boxing? I'm not sure if I'm sure you've had plenty of interviews before, but I've never got to ask you personally, how did you start boxing and where did this love for boxing come from?
I would have to say probably when I was really young, like around maybe 6 or something. I was watching boxing with my grandpa Paul all the time, and we used to watch all the old school fights, like Tyson, Holyfield, and just Bernard Hopkins, all those old school fighters back in those times. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And he took me to my first boxing class up in Cuesta with this local pro fighter named Rudy, and he was a really good trainer, and he kind of got me into it. And now I'm training with another Rudy named Rudy Lovato. He's a really good pro fighter. He's a champion, and he was in the Hall of Fame and everything.
Yeah, man, to kind of bounce off that, how did you and Mr. Rudy Lovato, I know he was supposed to be on with us tonight. We'll have to have him on again soon. How did that relationship come about, and how's it been going? And I know you even sometimes train in your own store. Shout out Chronic Kings Dispensary. I see you training everywhere, man. So just how did this relationship come about, and how's it been going so far?
I'd say yeah. Me and Rudy started training back in like I think it was 2021. I actually met Rudy a long, long time ago. I don't know if he had remembered me back then, but back in when Johnny Tapia had his gym, I used to train over there at that gym, and I used to train with not with Johnny Tapia, but he was there training, and I was training with all the other people there, and I used to see Rudy over there fighting, sparring, Josh Torres and sparring all the pro fighters. And I had remembered him, and then one time he just had posted on Facebook that he was training, and I remembered, yeah, that guy was a good fighter, so I would like to train with him. And he honestly been one of the best coaches I've worked with, and he's helped me develop, my skills a lot better.
From your experience with Mr. Rudy Lovato, and your experience inside the professional boxing ring, what are you gonna bring to the table this time around that's gonna help you um get the win ultimately? What experience and what difference are things are you gonna bring in this time around?
I think for the most part, I'm gonna be a little bit more calm in there. I think maybe I kind of was moving a little too fast for myself. I didn't really relax in there like I should. I didn't feel like myself, like the way I box in the gym or sparring and everything. I was kind of out of sorts. And then on top of it, like I felt like it was a really bad stoppage. I would just feel like I was just warming up. Maybe I wasn't warmed up enough, or maybe I just wasn't relaxed enough. But I didn't feel hurt in the fight at all either. So I don't know. Hopefully one day we could have a rematch there. So I'm definitely going to be coming into this next fight, with that last fight in mind, and it's going to make me a little bit more hungry.
Um, After you don't want to look over this fight, what's in store for Mr. Vialpando? What do you have left in boxing? How far do you want to take this? And again, we're not looking past November 9th in Austin Lewis, but I know you have a lot of drive in you. You're a businessman. You grind every day. And I know that you want to take this boxing stuff seriously. So, what can we expect from you moving forward in the future, and what are some of your goals and plans?
My biggest goal right here is to get this victory. I need to get that first win right now, and um, a lot of people look at my record and they may see like, oh, I don't have no chance and stuff, but they don't realize my road. I didn't really have much. I only had one amateur fight, so I'm kind of learning on the job, and I'm getting comfortable with every fight. And this next fight, I'm ready to get that victory, and I'm definitely not looking past Austin. I don't look past anybody in that ring because I believe everybody's dangerous. But definitely, once we get past this next fight, I'm definitely gonna keep in the gym, and I'm gonna take on whatever good name there is, because I don't really I don't pick fights. I'm not trying to look for easy fighters. I usually fight the best that's out there, and that's pretty much all that comes at me is the best fighters. So I feel like this fight is kind of a little bit more of a even matchup because I don't have that amateur background as much as the other fighters I've been fighting. So like I said, I'm not looking past Austin, but it is a kind of a better matchup for me.
One more question, just because I've also seen you at an event and you're fighting a bare knuckle fighter. What's your opinion on the BKFC these days and it becoming such a popular promotion and a popular sport? Is it something that may possibly interest you later on in your career?
Absolutely. I like the BKFC. I always liked MMA too. I like the octagon. I like that whole cage fighting, but I didn't really like the wrestling and stuff. I do like the BKFC because it has all the great aspects and nothing that I didn't like about it. So it's just pure fighting, and I enjoy that. And it's totally different though. Just like how we saw the champ in BKFC get knocked out by Jake Paul. So the ring and the cage is two different, not cage, but the bare knuckle ring is two different things. So um, I do have a lot of respect for those guys, and they're dangerous. So I won't look past none of them, and I would step in there. Who knows? Maybe me and Austin step in the bare knuckle after this too.
Hey, man, you never know. I really hope they come back very soon. On that note, Mr. Jose Villapando, I really appreciate your time, brother. I wanted to get a few words with you before November 9th. Any last folks you want to shout out? Anybody on the team, or even I know you got a lot of stuff going on. So just give us the last message, man, and any shout outs you may want to do.
Yeah, shout out to Rudy Lovato for working with me and training with me, and also Juan for training with me and doing mid. Uh, Also Daniel, Juan Gonzalez and Daniel Gonzalez, they work with me, and just everybody that works with me going forward. I appreciate it and all the support. And this time, I'm coming for that win. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a real good fight, and I don't expect anything easy. So let's see how it goes down. I believe it's gonna be very entertaining for the fans, and it's gonna be a good story. And who knows what's gonna happen, but I have an idea.
I was just gonna say, man, you guys are gonna be the third fight or fourth fight on the card so far, and I want to say that's gonna be one that's gonna wake some people up, man, for sure. So I'm looking forward to it, and just once again, man, thank you for your time, and again, shout out your dispensary, man. We got to plug it in, man.
Connor Kings,
Where can where can
400
where can
Lopez
people find
Boulevard.
where can people find you at, man?
On social
No,
media.
no, on social media and for your dispensary too.
So my dispensary is going to be 400 Lopez Boulevard Northeast. So once you get off of I-25 onto Lopez, you'll it's right next to that McDonald's and that that Starbucks. So come hit me up, and I'll hook you up fat. Especially if you're a boxing fan, mention that you're a boxing fan, and we'll hook you up fat.
Mention this interview, and we'll hook you up.
Absolutely.
This could be found at boxinginmexico.com and on my YouTube channel again, Gabriel Padilla at FightBet Media on YouTube. Please subscribe and like. And good luck to all these guys November 9th. We will be looking forward to this fight card, man. It's a long time due, man. We had that big top rank card, but it's been, it's gonna be a quiet fall and a winter, man. So this will be one that we're gonna be looking forward to for sure, man. So best of luck to you on the rest of the camp, and we'll see you fight week.
Thank you, brother. You have a good one.
No worries, brother. You have a good one, brother. Thank you very much, and be safe.